This country does not allow people to go out wearing white shoes. Otherwise, they will not only be subjected to flogging, but may even face execution by firing squad. Under Taliban rule, the country is extremely strict. Women are prohibited from going out alone, and even when accompanied by a man, they must wear a burqa, with not a single patch of skin exposed. Meanwhile, men are forced to grow beards. If someone accidentally commits adultery, they will suffer the cruelest punishment, stoning. First, soldiers bury the lower half of the prisoner's body in the ground. A preacher publicly announces the crime, then asks onlookers to pick up prepared stones and hurl them forcefully at the prisoner. The stones are carefully selected to prevent the prisoner from dying easily, with the intention of prolonging the suffering. Even many children join in throwing stones. Mohsen, once a university teacher, also threw stones at the prisoner. Not long after, the prisoner was killed by the stones, blood seeping through his burqa. At that moment, Mohsen felt like a butcher, gazing at the pit of sin. His heart remained unsettled for a long time. When Mohsen noticed the cinema across the street, he couldn't help but sink into memories. Once, this place was brilliantly lit, with handsome men and beautiful women freely coming and going in fashionable attire. But overnight, the entire city banned all forms of entertainment. Mohsen returned home dejected. Fortunately, he had a warm and beautiful wife, Ariel, who was also a university teacher. The two shared a deep bond. Mohsen asked Ariel if he had become cold-blooded, but she was unaware that her husband had thrown stones at the prisoner. She held him tightly, dreaming of a beautiful future, and brought him foot-washing water to ease his fatigue. However, the image of the prisoner lingered in Mohsen's mind. The foot basin seemed to hold not water but bright red blood. It wasn't until his wife touched him that he snapped back to reality. Yet, at night, Mohsen remained troubled and resentful. He couldn't understand why this country was plagued by so many hardships. The next day, Mohsen visited his former school and met his previous mentor, a professor. His purpose in coming was to find some remaining documents and books. The professor invited Mohsen to teach at a Quranic school, but Mohsen felt that the history there was deliberately censored, and the textbooks were filled with lies. He would never deceive the children.